As you can tell from the title of this video, I have a lot to catch you guys up on. Hi, my name is Matt and welcome back to my channel. If this is the first video that you're seeing, this is not going to be my typical video. It's really just going to be me catching up on a lot of things because I've really not made a video in over a year. A lot of the videos I've been releasing lately was stuff I'd filmed previously and just never got around to editing, and I was trying to get ahead so that I'd have plenty of content to keep, you know, consistently releasing videos for you all. But I felt like it was kind of important to do this video right now. With everything going on in the world, there's just a lot to catch you up on in my personal life. And if you ever take anything from any of my videos, I hope that this video, you get something out of it, and it's probably some of the most important stuff I'm going to ever say. And I know most of you are probably here for FD content and trying to figure out what exactly is going on with the FD, and we'll get to that in just a second. I did want to start this video with kind of the obvious thing, and that's, you know, where have I been? Like I said a minute ago, a lot of the videos you've been watching were filmed in 2020, 2021. I think with everything going on in the world, just like everybody else, life got very hectic, and I had to kind of reprioritize and re-strategize kind of the way you know, I worked and the way that, you know, things I needed to take care of so that I made sure my family had what they needed. So YouTube unfortunately got put on the back burner, and it made me very sad. Trust me, there wasn't a day that went by that I wasn't thinking about the channel, reading comments, trying to, you know, think about video content and what else, you know, I could be doing. With everything going on, this kind of became the one thing that I couldn't get to, which unfortunately was, it wasn't good. Long story short, at the end of 2021, it is currently March of 2022 if you're watching this, I did quit my job. Now, I'd love to say that YouTube was paying my bills and, you know, I was able to follow a passion and not, you know, have to have a regular job, but it just got to the point that job was just kind of killing my soul. That, and I was having to a constant struggle choosing between a family, friends, work, all the stuff that I had ever wanted to accomplish in my life. I had to put all that stuff kind of all over the place because of how crazy work had gotten. So the thing I wanted to say that I think is very important for everybody to understand, no matter where you are in life or what your plans are or what, is that you get one life and you have to make the most of it. You control your situation. You know, you can blame bosses for making you work overtime. You can blame, you know, bad coworkers for not getting their job done. But at the end of the day, you control your situation. And that's kind of what I had to have this epiphany. I was a part owner of an engineering company. So I fundamentally, I'd kind of reached the top of my ladder, as they say. But I realized that, you know, obviously that came with a lot of responsibility, and it really made me have to choose a lot of times between my happiness, my family, work, all these other things. So at the end of the day, someone told me anything is better than this. And you know, I didn't really think much about it when they said that to me, but then after having some time to think about it, they were right. Anything was going to be better than this. And I'm a very passionate person, and I've got lots of hobbies and lots of things that I've wanted to accomplish. And I just realized that the older I get, that seemed less and less likely those things were going to happen. So that's really what I wanted to say, that I think is important for everybody to understand. You get one life, and you are the one that's completely in control of it. There's no time to spend being unhappy, stressed out, worried about everything. And I think for me, the biggest thing I had to understand was that I was going to fail, or I am going to fail. No matter what I do, there's a good chance I'm going to fail. But I have to accept that, or I have to learn from those failures and get better. So all that philosophical stuff aside, I just wanted to say thank you all that have been part of my channel for the last 3 or 4 years. There's been a lot of influx of new people subscribing to my channel because of some drama going on in the YouTube community, which I really won't comment on specific to the RX7, but all I will say to that is that to each his own. To each his own. That means that I am not making a living off YouTube. Frankly, I make a few dollars a day on average. It's really nothing. I mean, I could buy a couple car parts a year maybe, but I will now have the time to take it more seriously, stay more focused. I failed myself multiple times by not being consistent or listening to the audience, and I do read all the comments and I get all the criticisms and the positivity as well, but I really do want to, take this serious and see what it can become. I love cars, I'm passionate about cars, and I've always wanted to do something in the automotive industry. Whatever that could be. I don't know what Icon Garage its place is in the automotive community, but I'm trying to find that out. So in the short term, I've got plenty of extra time now that I'm not, you know, having a regular job, but I will be finding some other projects that I wanted to get up off the ground that aren't really automotive related, some woodworking and fabrication stuff that hopefully will start making me money and paying the bills. But I'm also going to make sure that I set a time aside each week to make sure that I'm working on my YouTube and, you know, coming up with merch or coming up with products or whatever it is that I want to figure out that Icon Garage is meant to be in this whole world of automotive stuff. So I did want to say thank you again. I appreciate everybody's support. It's been a long road. I can't believe it's been, I mean, frankly, it's been 4 years now since I bought the RX7. So yeah, that's a lot to say. But yes, hopefully you guys will see more of me. I'd appreciate any feedback you guys have on the channel, things you'd like to see, or positive, negative, you hate me, you don't like me, you love me, all that stuff. I don't care. I'll read it, I'll pay attention, and hopefully we can get this growing a little bit more. So all of that out of the way, we can go on to where's the RX7. So as you can see, I still have the RX7. Really, there's nothing too crazy to write home about. Basically, the car has been running and driving. I like it that way, and I have not worked on the car really since, I mean, it's probably been a couple years. So, you know, it's overdue for some maintenance. I actually just got back from a drive. You know, she's kind of been hibernating a little bit for the winter, but all things considered, it's, you know, it's been fine. I've been accumulating some parts, but I do want to go over a couple of the things I've got planned. Now, a couple years ago, I did have a video about taking the body kit off the car, but the primary goal there was to fix all the fasteners, and in hindsight, I can kind of see how that might have been a little bit of clickbait, but I am 100% taking this body kit off the car. I had no doubts about that. So I've already got rear quarters to replace the rear of the car. You know, I bought those a couple years ago, but I want to replace the sheet metal and get it back to kind of an OEM, you know, condition back here in the back. And then I've been in the process of securing some new fenders, which of course, the used market for these cars have gone kind of nuts, and it's getting harder and harder to find parts. But, you know, I'm pretty much at this point, I'm going to be buying a new set of fenders directly from Mazda. So the only other thing I've got to figure out is what I want to do with the front bumper. That's probably just going to be either, if I could get it reasonably priced, a 99 spec setup, or there's a few other bumpers out there that I'm looking at. But, you know, basically trying to get this back to a more stock look. But then from there, you know, we'll do a little bit more modification to the car to kind of get, you know, get it to where we want it. So yeah, definitely taking this body kit off. I know that's kind of controversial in both ways. Some people never like the kit, and some people say, you know, why'd you get the car with it? But after living with this kit for a few years, it's just not great. It's hard to work on the car. The quality of the kit isn't great. So lots of reasons, but I can't think of many reasons to keep it, but I can think of lots of reasons to get rid of it. So definitely be getting rid of that in the near future. The engine is also something that I've really been kind of hemming and humming about, just because that's going to be the most expensive part of the build. I am in the process of working with some rotary engine builders and getting some housings and irons ported and all that kind of stuff. So that part definitely needs to happen, but I'm starting to think now that maybe I just go ahead and tackle this body and get it knocked out, and then maybe by then I'll have more of a direction on what to do with the engine. I don't want to do anything too crazy, you know, maybe a half bridge, you know, shooting for, you know, 400-ish, 450 horsepower on pump gas, nothing too crazy, but definitely needs to get done. So yeah, I've just been enjoying the car. It's been doing well. Like I said, it needs an oil change and probably some other fluid changes, but everything's been going well with it, and I've been enjoying it. But I definitely have not done any projects on it that you guys would not have seen on camera. And I guess for the last kind of big update for the moment is, all of you that know me know I absolutely loved my BMWs. And unfortunately, after sitting down and really weighing all my options on, you know, what I wanted to do with the YouTube channel and life, I needed to buy a truck. The utility, you know, needing to run and go get car parts, needing to go get what have you, haul trailers, all that kind of stuff. It just made sense for me to get a truck. So I've got a 2021 F150 Lariat. It's got a lot of nice packaging on it. And then, you know, I got the SuperCrew so I could haul my family. So yeah, that was a big sad time, getting rid of the BMW, but it was one of those adult decisions I had to make. I just had too many vehicles, and you know, I could get trade-in value on the BMW to buy this. So yeah, I don't know if I'll do a lot of videos or anything on this. Again, it's more just for utility, but it is a pretty cool vehicle, and it may make an appearance here or there. I do have a few things that I need to get lined up specific to the you know, I want to get the bed, a tonneau cover installed, but again, I'm trying to stay away from doing too much modification to this because it is just my hauler at this point. But rest in peace to the BMW. And I'm sad every day when I come out here and don't see it sitting here, but again, had to make an adult decision, and this is what we got for now. So yeah, that's kind of the three big things I wanted to update you guys on. So anyway, that is kind of the update for me. Again, sorry it's not a project video, but I thought it was kind of important to catch you guys up. So there's going to be a little bit of hodgepodge of stuff coming out because I still have lots of videos where I've been working on the Datsun, and we will be working on that. I guess my primary goal is to only ever have one car that I can't drive, because it just gets a pain if I've got something stuck on the lift forever and I need to work on something else. So, you know, right now the RX-7's running and driving, like it that way. So I'm trying to get this up and running. It seems like every time I fix something, I find something else, and now it's leaking coolant from, I don't know, 17 different places. But anyway, so this one, I'm trying to get to a point where it's drivable, and then like I said, we can get started to do more work on the RX-7. Trust me, I have a ton of parts for both of these cars sitting down in my basement that I've had forever, and I really need to get some project on these. I can't milk these forever, but you know, this one, I don't think the stage 1 build of this is going to be too bad, depending on when we get into the engine and see if there's any issues there. Obviously, RX-7 is going to be a much more in-depth project with the body work, you know, potentially getting it repainted and all those kinds of things. So yeah, if you guys have any questions, comments, feedback on the channel, feedback on the cars, feedback in life, which again, it reminds me, you get one life. It's all up to you. You can be miserable, and that's on you. You can be happy, that's on you. And like I started the video saying, life's short. Be happy. Be kind to each other. Be kind to your friends. Be kind to neighbors. Have sympathy. You never know what somebody's going through on the inside. I struggle with depression at times, and it's hard for people to see that, because I try to hide it. And you know, there's probably lots of people out there with anxiety, depression, lots of things going on in their life that they don't want people to know, but it's having a big impact on them. So anyway, I know this is deep. I appreciate you all, but I'm going to see you in the next one.